Welcome to another episode of Baby Bounce Back. This is week 23 of training after having my fourth child. I am taking the slow road back to fitness, losing about half a pound a week. This video is a composite of my effort. Here I am doing my tuck holds. I'm able to hold this position for about a minute and a half, and the first minute is pretty boring. You notice that my hands are not touching my legs, they're just out to the sides, and my shoulder blades are off of the floor. After you do your warm-up for the day, you can give this a try and see how long you can hold a tuck hold. If you have questions or unique concerns about starting your own fitness regime or your own movement practice, please consult your preferred health professional. These are my pass-throughs. All you need is a broom handle or some kind of stick. I usually start with my hands as wide on the stick as possible, and then I gradually bring them in. So I'll perform a pass through and then put my hands a little bit closer together and do another one, and a little bit closer again and again until I get a good stretch. I got to do strict presses today. I want to highlight my wrists. They are not in the correct position. Notice, if you add weight to the bar, this isn't a good position to have your wrists out in front of the bar like that because you're going to hurt yourself. I recognized it and fixed it, and here's the correct position for all you visual learners. Medball cleans were next. This is a 14-pound ball. If you don't have one, you can just bundle up a bunch of laundry into a laundry bag and roll it up real tight. I have a really strong canvas laundry bag though, so if you have a little wafer thin one, maybe that won't work. On Wednesday, Babyboy discovered his magnet letters. I keep them locked away in that little plastic bin on a shelf, and he's been exploring and has found them. So we took them down and we played with them for a little bit. I discovered I was doing something really funny in my jump rope practice today. If you watch my feet, I'm kind of clicking my heels together and my toes. It's a tap move. Nevertheless, if I had more discipline with my happy feet during my jump rope, I wouldn't trip so much, probably. This is a crush press with 20 pounds. Babyboy was playing over on his mat, decided to crawl over and say hi. He stood himself up on that bench during my bear crawls. He actually made it over into the workout area several times today. I set him up on that blanket over on the carpet, and he just wasn't content to remain there. He likes being with me in this area when I'm working out. I kept him in here as a baby when I was working out, and so he feels this is the place where he belongs when I start my timer. My word of caution is to never put yourself or your baby in danger. When I'm using my jump rope or when I need to focus, I move him back onto his mat. For example, I needed the bench back, so there he is. Maybe he'll get used to this being his place while I'm working out now. I picked up the 20-pound dumbbells for this dumbbell fly, but there was too much nope going on, so I only used 10 pounds for that. You're not supposed to have real heavy dumbbells when you do dumbbell flies anyway. I was instructed to do light rowing during my workout, which I did. I put this clip in here though of what it looks like when I pull a 155 split. I felt steady, I felt strong. A 155 split has not felt this easy since before the baby. My jowls are gone, the baby belly is shrinking, and I can feel my abs returning. They're rising through the soup. As I cycle through Friday's warm-up videos, I feel the need to tell you all of these movements have gotten easier. This is the bow and bend or the bow and bend. This used to give me balance issues, and it used to feel like I was going to fall into pieces. But as my core has returned, so has my structural cohesion, so I feel like I can do this without falling to pieces anymore. Hip circles also used to be really scary for me because I wasn't sure how my spine would react to it, because that's targeting the area of my spinal fracture. But again, as the core has returned, so has my strength and stability there as well. I've still got about 20 pounds left to lose here. And I'll be very honest, there are aspects of fitness that are unpleasant for me. Laying on the floor face first is not my idea of a good time, especially since my mammary glands are on overdrive right now. It's true. I've been breastfeeding my baby for 6 months. I'm still unhappy with my leg kicks because, quite frankly, these are lazy. These are lazy leg kicks. I'm not putting all of my effort into it. I'm just kind of like throwing my foot around, and that's not how I was trained. A good leg kick involves form, posture, and balance, and right here I'm not exhibiting much of any of those. But that just gives me more room for improvement. I know what I need to work on. Here we have low plate step-ups, which seems kind of menial, but considering the left-right issues I've been feeling between my left foot and my right foot, this is taking it back to the basics. In establishing strong fundamentals in the basics, that we allow ourselves the freedom to explore higher skills. For example, elevated split squats. This is my left foot forward, elevated split squat. This is where I have more of my balance issues. It feels clumsy, it feels awkward, it's just really uncomfortable. I don't know if it's the twisted bones in my hips or what, but here I am on my right foot, and now I feel solid, I feel sound, I feel like I could do this forever and not have any problems. One of the benefits of working out is getting to know your personal quirks. You are becoming acquainted with yourself. It is approaching my limitations that I'm also expanding them. Here we have neutral grip, single arm dumbbell presses, 20-pound dumbbell. And I was feeling those dumbbell flies from Wednesday, so 10 pounds were enough. Here I will cycle through some clips of my cool down stretches. My couch stretch has gotten a little better, but there's still lots of room for improvement. I was able to lower my hips a little bit further into the stretch, but not a lot. And this was harder with my left foot forward again. It was just more difficult to get into the stretch. I wanted to talk about my ballet stretches a little bit because I didn't like how hunched over my back was last week. And so this week I am going back to my training, and that is belly button first. You want to try and get your belly button to your leg before you try and put your nose to your knee. That's the goal. At least in ballet class it was, okay, see if you can get your nose to your knee, but you don't want to round your back. So the goal in ballet anyway is to have flat back. You try and get your belly button to your thigh, and then after that, touch your nose to your knee. Here I wanted to show you how I set up my frog stretch. Sometimes I'll hold this for 30 seconds before I relax to the floor. Here's a knee hug, and just like the ballet stretch, you want, again, to have your back straight. You don't want to hunch over in this stretch, so this is another flat back stretch. I apologize I don't have as many clips of the baby for you guys this week. It's spring break and it's thrown off. My phone is dead. As Babyboy is standing more and more on his own, he has fallen and bonked his head more this week than he has his entire life. He had 3 times where he was standing up and getting worn out and fell over. I just wasn't close enough to catch him, but he is becoming more and more adventurous and more steady on his legs, which has been amazing to watch because he is only 6 months. None of my other kids stood that young. I'll just say that.
Remember, keep moving.